Hello, my name is Joy Miller, and I'm a student here at B&W. In the afternoons, I work with leader placement, and basically what we do is make sure that all the teams have good, strong leaders on them. All of us have places that are important to us and that we'll never forget, even if we ever try. One of those places for me is Zambia, which you saw on the wall behind me. My two teams that I went to when I was in high school were to Zambia, and a lot of things happened there. Good things, bad things, hard things, things that I will never forget and that changed my life forever. For example, right there on the base in front of the tree there, I gave myself completely and totally to God. I was walking home, back to the tent site, not home, after Team Devos one night, and I looked up at the African stars and I said, okay, God, I'm yours. I won't fight you anymore. And that's when I gave myself completely and totally to Him, and I knew that He wanted me to do Christian service. That was the cool part, the mountaintop experience, that I knew where He wanted me to do, and I knew He would bring it to pass. I trusted Him. But then I went home, and I had to go tell my family, my friends, my church family, and even good intentioning Christians that wanted the best for me started to cause a little bit of an obstacle for me. They would start asking me questions, demanding answers. Well, that's cool, but what if that's not really what God wants for you? What's your plan B? Or how are you going to get the money? Or are you sure you know what to do? Are you sure you know where to go? What does He want you to do? And I didn't have the answer to the question. God didn't tell me the whole picture. He just told me that He wanted me to follow Him. It was like Abraham. When Abraham left his family and went to the promised land, God didn't tell him where the promised land was. He just told him to follow Him to a land where He would show him. There's a sign here in boot camp. I like it a lot. It made me laugh when I first saw it. There's a tent site out there and it's called No Such Place. And when I was going for a walk and I came across that tent site, I started laughing because when I was home and I would tell people what I wanted to do or where I would go, sometimes they would look at me and say, Joy, that's a cool idea, but there is no such place. Well, I found no such place, and this is where God wants me to be. The verse I want to read to you guys is 1 Thessalonians 5:24, and it says, faithful is He who has called you, and He will also bring it to pass. If God has called you to the ministry or to do anything else, like be a doctor or a lawyer, or even go to college or raise a family, He will bring it to pass. If you acknowledge Him and follow after Him with all your heart, He will give you the desires of your heart. He will not leave you and He will not forsake you, and He will bring you to the promised land.